is off in style.
He had the strike on 99.
Surprise, surprise, motherfucker! The king is back!
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Cricket Castaway. This is a really special episode. It's going to be a special episode. I'm joined by Divyansh. So, first of all, how are you, Divyansh, and how are you enjoying what's like right now going on in the Test match?
Yeah, seriously, like it has made a weekend so much more interesting because the way India has crawled out of the hellhole that they dig up themselves virtually. It's been an amazing journey that we have witnessed right now, and the youngsters are
Yeah.
just carrying the team on their shoulders, and yeah, it's been pretty amazing
Yeah.
watching this match.
Yeah. So, all of you who are watching this video, at the time of recording, we are in day 4. It's a Saturday, and the first session has just gotten over. So, there was a bit of rain, and the first session has just gotten over. India right now trail by 12 runs, and they have 7 wickets in hand, and Sarfaraz and Rishabh Pant are batting. So it looks a nail biter really at this point of time when a test match reaches this junction. I mean, then I don't think there's a better sport in the world than test match at that point of time, because then every delivery becomes so crucial, and yeah, it's a real test of skill, Divyansh.
Yeah, definitely. Uh, and also to see, like, if we have just only 5 sessions left, and now the game will go on session by session. Given the how much rain allows us to play those 5 sessions, it will be really interesting to see.
Yeah. So I mean, let's start with the beginning. So India in the first innings, they got bowled out for 46, and that is something we've never seen in the country before. A test side of ours getting all out for 46, not even scoring a 50. That's the rarest of the rarest things that you will ever witness as an Indian cricket follower. Yeah, it did happen in Australia where we were 36 for 9 and Shami was injured, so the innings got over. But in India specifically, it has never happened because of the bowling wicket and because of the track record that we've had over the years in Indian conditions. It was an eye opener what had actually happened in that first session on day 1. And after the day got over, Rohit Sharma himself came for the post-day press conference and admitted the fact that he had erred in his decision making, and it was a wrong decision to bat first on that wicket under the clouds, under the conditions that were overhead. So first of all, Divyansh, what do you think? What happened in that first innings on that day 1?
Yeah, definitely. Considering the overcast conditions, it was an erroneous decision, no doubt about it. In the hindsight, now we can say it is a blessing in disguise that it gives us the opportunity to test the batting strength and the talent, the amount of talent that Indian batting order has. But at that time, at the moment of the toss, it was definitely like for 99 out of 100 Indians, if you ask what to do now, everybody will say, like, let's utilize the conditions and let's go ahead and bowl first. But I don't know what was the thought process behind that, but I think it was a pretty obvious decision that Rohit had to take, and kudos to him that he admitted that it was not a
Yeah.
very sound logic behind this decision.
Yeah.
And looking at the final result, like 46 all out, it has never happened, like on Indian soil, the kind of dominance the Indian batting order displays since ages. Like the last time it happened, it was 1969. So you can think about, you can judge the gravity
Sheer
of this event.
magnitude.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, the magnitude of this event, like 46 all out not happened in the last 70 years. so
Yeah.
so uh, that's the catastrophe that it brought along with it. But now let's yeah, it's okay, but yeah, definitely can't give any support to this decision.
Yeah, I mean, there was a bit of a logic behind it. They probably thought the clouds will clear out, and when the sun starts baking the pitch, then there's not much moisture underneath the pitch, is what probably Rohit had thought. And as the pitch starts to dry out, it will turn a lot more than probably it will support the fast bowlers. So that was, I think, the whole basis of his argument. And to back his argument, he had also replaced and brought in Kuldeep Yadav in place of Amit. So he had gone all out with his decision. He probably was of the opinion that if the opening batsman can survive the first hour and a half of the game, uh, then the conditions would be better. And that was actually the case, because if you look at the situation when New Zealand came out to bat and the sun started baking down, the pitch was actually really good for batting. It's just that we couldn't hold the fort till the time the sun came out. And though I won't really fault Rohit for the decision itself, but once you had made that decision and you had backed yourself to, hold the fort for that first hour and a half and not let any wickets go, then you can't really go out and play that hoik that you tried to play and get bowled. I mean, if you wanting to survive in that first session of that first day, then I mean, don't look at the scoreboard. Don't look how much the ball is seaming or swinging. Try and hang in there. Don't try to hit a six. Is what my argument here is. I mean, after that, though Virat getting promoted to number three, I don't think that was a wrong decision. I think Virat also got a really bad ball. It bounced a lot on him, and he couldn't really control it. So I don't think Virat's wicket was that much a problem. But yeah, Rohit's wicket for me was a problem. Yashasvi again trying to cut a ball in the air, give a chance to Conway to take that catch. Sarfaraz trying to put that ball over the covers and getting caught in the process. So I think the decision making of the Indian batsmen in the first half, in the first innings, I would say, wasn't that great with the expectation that they had of themselves to try and survive that first onslaught.
Yeah, definitely. If they are looking to bat first, then you have to have a different kind of approach. You can't go out with that attacking approach all the time. You have to account for the situation itself also. And yeah, definitely, if they would have played out cautiously till lunch, then it was a batting paradise for them, as we saw how
Yeah.
Rachin Ravindra run a riot in the
Yeah.
center after that. So yeah, they had to have that strategy in mind.
Yeah, I think decision, I won't criticize him that much, because there's also fact that you're going to Australia. You're gonna see a lot of springing conditions there over the coming test matches. So probably he just wanted to test his batting lineup out when the ball is actually swinging and seaming really a lot. So, but he is the captain. He has to set the tone, and him playing that false shot, I think, left a bad taste in my mouth. He could have easily, negotiated that phase, let the ball get a bit old, but like the classic test matches were used to be played. The opener's job is to make the ball old for the number 3 and number 4 players to come and make the runs. Just make the ball old, let them let them ball, keep leaving the ball, it's swinging a lot. You will play and miss a few deliveries, and then there your luck comes into picture. But if you're on the crease, just don't throw it away. I think that is something which was really disheartening to see. And we never really recovered. Once we started going back to the pavilion, it just kept going on and on and on, and nobody seemed to score.
Yeah, definitely. But I would still not back that decision, because you have to consider the Test Championship points that are up for grabs at your home turf, and you have to always look for a clean sweep for the series. And if you consider that, you should, because if you look at the forecast till Sunday, all 5 days the forecast is gloomy. Nobody can predict at what time the sun will come out, beating at the middle. And when you cannot predict how much time, how much sun time the pitch will get, you should go by the situations that you can see, that you can feel at the moment. So it would have been a wiser decision if they would have bowled first.
Yeah, definitely. Wiser decision and easier decision to make. I mean,
Yeah.
why let your batsmen go through those conditions if you have won the toss actually, and you can put the opposition under pressure? Now, I mean, these are Indian conditions, and what we are doing is speculating right now. But
Yeah.
fortunately, due to the second inning display, I think we find ourselves in a really interesting position now. But if New Zealand have been asked to bat first, and they were all out for, let's say, not even 46, let's say even 100, I mean, I don't think there was any way back for New Zealand in this game. But because of our decision, we've actually given New Zealand a very, very, very strong opportunity to win this Test match.
Yes.
So yeah, that's that. But because Rohit took that decision to bat first, and he banked on the fact that he'll be bowling on day 4 and 5 on this pitch, and it is gonna turn a lot. That meant that he brought in Kuldeep, and it also then affected us in the bowling in the first innings against New Zealand, because the stats suggested that Indian bowlers actually swung the ball a lot more than New Zealanders did. I think Amit in this kind of a situation would have been really handy. I think even more than Kuldeep.
Yeah, so yes, we are already witness to the capabilities that Akashdeep possesses.
Yeah,
And
Akashdeep, sorry.
he could have definitely, the way he brings the ball into the right hander, and secures lot of LBWs, and even uh, uh, targeting the wickets. He also gets so much purchase from the wicket. So
Yeah,
he was really, he could have been really effective. But yeah,
yeah,
now since the decision makes sense in the way that now we have to bowl last, and on day 5, definitely Kuldeep could prove to be very lethal
yeah,
in this kind of situations, as we are already witnessing how much purchase Ajaz Patel and Glenn Phillips are getting out of this
yeah,
wicket. So the rough is behaving in different ways every time. If
yeah,
you if the ball pitches at the far end of the rough, it stays low, and if it pitches on the closer end of the rough, it bounces
yeah.
out of your sights. So it's going to be very tricky for New Zealand to bat last in this match.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. So New Zealand come out to bat in the first innings after the India first inning fiasco, and the hope was that Bumrah and Siraj are equally good bowlers, if not better than the ones that New Zealand put out. So everyone, I think, in India was hoping that we'll get at least an early couple of wickets, and we can still make a match out of it. Tom Latham, again, very solid, very consistent, as exactly what we said, trying to get this new ball as old as possible. But it was Devon Conway. I mean, the man hasn't been in the best of forms lately. But what a day to come back to form, and the hitting that he did, those 91 runs. I mean, it was amazing to see him back.
Yeah, definitely. He started cautiously, but then he switched on to a pragmatic approach. Like defense is not the way to play on a Bangalore wicket. He realized it pretty quickly and then switched gears. And the positive approach he showed against spinners, especially against Ashwin, sweeping him in all corners of the ground. I think that was a batting masterclass against spin that Conway displayed there. Because it's not
Yeah.
easy, even if it is a fresh pitch, to play those kind of shots against a quality spinner like Ashwin. So yeah, that was truly a remarkable
Yeah.
performance there.
Yeah, I think he's come full circle now. He started making his name with the IPL, batting for Chennai, scoring those amazing runs. He was really good at that point of time. People started comparing him as the next best batter in the New Zealand after Kane Williamson, and those were big comparisons to make. But Conway did have the potential and did have the form at that point of time to perform at each and every level of the game across the globe, getting hundreds in England, in South Africa, everywhere. So Conway was doing really well in that patch, and then the 50 over World Cup came where Bumrah simply destroyed him, and he never really recovered from that till this test match and this moment where he comes back again to form. Good signs for New Zealand and good signs for CSK, I suppose.
Definitely. You can just imagine a CSK side if they are able to retain all of these New Zealand players, Rachin Ravindra and Devon Conway opening it, and Daryl Mitchell coming out at number 4. You can just imagine the destruction and the stability it brings to the CSK sides. But yeah, they all are coming good at the same time. It is very optimistic signs for New Zealand cricket going forward, because Kane Williamson is most likely to miss this entire Test series, and they would have to bear the larger weight of carrying this side on their own. So this is a really good sign for New Zealand cricket right now.
Yeah. So talking about the man himself, the boy from Bangalore, making it big in Bangalore again. He's already scored a century in Bangalore in the one dayers. Now a century in the test matches. In the World Cup, he's also probably scored a 40 or a 50 there. Rachin really loves batting on Chinnaswamy, right?
Definitely, it's his kind of a wicket. He likes the ball to come onto the bat, and then he has a wide array of shots to display. And he is really an entertaining cricketer. He plays with a positive approach, and he attacks quite often, and
Yeah.
that's the way to go when you are on such a true batting wicket like Bangalore.
Yeah.
So that is really good from Rachin. And also, like he said, it's special to be in a place like Bangalore. His father is traveling along with him, and his father was born and brought up here in Bangalore itself. So they also have some relatives there. So it's a close connection for Rachin with Bangalore. So yeah, definitely he must be feeling good about uh, 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 giving this
Yeah.
performance in his hometown and to the people where his roots belong. So
Yeah.
definitely a special feeling for him.
I mean, at the end of day two, New Zealand looked pretty far ahead in the game. But when day three began yesterday, there were some early wickets that India took, and at one point of time, it looked like we could even restrict the lead to around 240 or something, which I think would have been disastrous for New Zealand because of the of the basically the amount they found themselves forward in the match with India getting out for 46. I mean, they were out of sight of India. But they then in the third day started losing wickets fairly quickly, and Glenn Phillips got out again, and uh, Daryl Mitchell again wasn't that great. So for me, it looked like this was the make or break kind of a moment. If India could get Rachin out, the game was coming back to India. But Rachin again, the way that he batted with Saudi was scoring big shots, but and there was a bit of luck involved in Saudi's innings. But the way Rachin actually navigated that patch for a young man to construct a inning, the way that he did defend when you have to, leave the balls when you have to, and then change the gears when the game situation demands. I mean, it's really commendable and really good to see the kind of player he's becoming.
Yeah, definitely the ability to capitalize on the situation when luck is on your side, to make the best out of the conditions when you are getting all the help from the conditions as well as from the tail end batter. You have to go all out, and that's how Rachin played. Like scoring 58 runs in the last 4 overs before lunch. That was like the nail in the coffin, and I thought that's it for India. Like this game has gone too far away from their hands.
Yeah.
Like it would be nearly impossible to come back. And a lead of 356 runs. You
No,
got to feel the pressure when you come out and bat. So that was truly like this. All credits to Rachin for making this happen.
yeah, I think, and we were also discussing this off air. When India came to bat out in the second innings with a lead of 356 runs on board, more than half of the day three in front of you, day four and day five to follow. Uh, I thought it would be really hard for India to save this test match, to draw this test match. There was no point I was thinking that India can actually win this test match. That was just out of sight. New Zealand was just too far ahead of us in the game. But even to save that test match, I really didn't think that we had the kind of players. I mean, to save this test match requires you to have Cheteshwar Pujara and Rahul Dravid both batting together and biting out their time in the middle. That's the kind of batting you need to save this test match. But Rohit and Jaiswal started batting, started scoring runs. And it was a long way back for India, so there was no hope left. But it was good to see them bat, and then they both got out. And for me, reality dawned again that no, this match is way beyond saving, and it's gonna go down. But then again, Kohli and Sarfaraz started batting, and they batted till the end. I mean, if you ignore that last ball wicket of Kohli, I mean, by the end of day three, I think we would have thought probably we could end up saving this match.
Yeah, definitely. The way Kohli and Sarfaraz joined their hands and just batted out the entire remaining of the day, like it was truly special. And they were doing that without going into their shell. They were playing positive cricket. They were attacking when they were getting loose deliveries, and the way Sarfaraz approached this, creating shots of his own, like nobody plays like that in this playing 11 at least. So that was truly remarkable, and this shows the freedom that the players are getting from Gautam Gambhir and Rohit Sharma to express them out there in the middle and just play the way they know how to play. So it was truly a display there on day three of this match, and that made that kind of brought India into a position that we could even consider a probability of winning this match earlier, because before the innings started, that scenario was out of question itself.
Yeah. I think we'll come to Sarfaraz in a bit, but let's start with Virat. I mean, after a while now, I think I've seen Virat batting in a test match in an innings where I thought he was in absolute control of the situation. I mean, every ball, every over that he faced, there was no false shot. There was no any hint of him getting carried away or getting agitated. Uh, there was uh, there was some signs of Virat of old, the way he was dominating that inning. I mean, coming out to Ajaz Patel and hoiking him for a six is an absolute best shot of day three for me. The way uh, Virat was batting. I mean, I'm really heartbroken because simply because it was the last ball of day three in itself. I mean, sometimes shit just happens, I guess, and he had a feather nick. But the way that he was batting, I thought he was primed for a big 100 on that pitch. And after a while, I think Virat has looked this good the way that he batted on day three.
Yeah, definitely. There was one special shot that I would want to mention. I think it was William O'Rourke who was bowling at that time. The Virat Kohli special, the cover drive that came up in that over, and the way he just caressed it on the extra cover, it was like. Cemented the fact for me that yeah, he is in the zone, and he is feeling very confident of his own batting right now, and he can go a
Yeah,
long way. It was
yeah,
just the faintest of the edge that happened in the last ball, in the last over of the match. And like Glenn Phillips is known as a partnership breaker, I was just looking at the records that were being displayed again and again. He has his last five test wickets have come where he has broken uh, 50 plus partnerships, 100 plus partnerships. So that was the case here as well. Like nobody expected the ball to behave the way it did, and yeah, so um, as the
yeah,
luck goes, he got out. But
yeah,
I can only imagine the pressure New Zealand would have been feeling if he came out to bat again on day four.
yeah.
Their morale would have gone down in the grounds if that
100.
would have happened.
And I think just his presence on the field, it's enough.
Yes.
I think we started to see the green shoots of recovery in his batting in that second innings against Bangladesh in Kanpur. I mean, he was hitting the ball really well, and this inning again, it's a bit special. So I think there are signs that the Virat that we know, who is a 50 plus average batsman in all formats of the game, is I think coming back, because as I said, the first innings dismissal, I think he really got a bad one. So I won't really attribute that to him as much as the ball itself. But when he came out to bat in the second innings, and I could see his stats on the television screen, the average was 48. And I mean, I don't think Virat is the kind of batsman who belongs anywhere close to the average 48 in a test record. I mean, he should be a 52 or a 55 kind of an average, the way, the skill that he has, and the way that he has dominated over the years. So hopefully he finds his form in the coming test matches as well, and we have a really informed Virat when we go to Australia. Now you can probably start waxing lyricals about Sarfaraz. I mean, what a find he has been for Indian cricket. He has been mounting runs in domestic cricket, and now he gets a chance, gets out on a duck in the first innings, but makes up for it and a lot more in the second one.
Yeah, definitely. He is the latest example of uh, uh, people who just don't knock on the doors; they bring down the door with their
Yeah,
performances, and he is the true example of that. The way he has performed in the domestic cricket, and also the chances that he got in the series against England, he has proved time and again that he is a force to reckon with. at least
Yeah.
on the Indian pitches. We have not seen him enough on in the overseas conditions, but yeah, at least in the domestic conditions, he is one of the best out there right now. The form that right now he is in, he definitely deserves all the chances that he's getting. And I even felt like it was unfair to him since he had to sit back in the Bangladesh Test series. He truly deserved that chance based on the form that he was in. So yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm all out for Sarfaraz Khan, the talent that he is.
Yeah, I mean, he was batting really quick, man. I mean, to today when he got that 100 came off of 110 deliveries, man. I mean, he has just turned this match on his head, and along with Rishabh Pant, now is the reason for this India resurrection, and we have a lot of time left in this test match if the rains stay away. I mean, if we can get another 40 or 50 overs today, because like 20 overs have been bowled till now, I think even if we lose 10 or 15 overs to rain, uh, even then, I mean, this match is right in the balance as of now. Uh, Rishabh has batted really well, but it was all about Sarfaraz for me. I mean, Rishabh is doing Rishabh things, and we know
Yes.
what Rishabh does. But I don't think I could have imagined India being in this kind of a situation, and it's all kudos to Sarfaraz. And if he can go on to make a daddy 100, and if by chance, by some surprise, India goes on to win this test match, hands up for me. I think it would be the greatest test comeback win ever, and Sarfaraz's knock will then again go down in history. A long way to go again, because as we talk, it's raining there. But I mean, super impressed with Sarfaraz, the kind of batting he has done, the kind of temperament he's shown. It's all really good for Indian cricket.
Definitely. He has delivered what was expected from the local boy KL Rahul, and people might feel I am a bit harsh on KL Rahul, but it has been time and again that he has not delivered on the talent that he possesses.
Yeah,
So I believe it is justified to at least criticize him that much, because
yeah, 100%.
it was like Safraz was playing on the uh, Mumbai ground, which is his local ground, and like he knew things on the at the back of his hand. It was looking like that. Like he is born and brought up in Bangalore, and he knows every nook
Yeah,
and cranny of the ground, which was
yeah,
expected from KL Rahul since he has played
yeah,
the most on
yeah,
this ground. So
yeah.
all praises are well deserved for Sarfaraz.
Yeah, I think when you say that you're apologizing for criticizing KL Rahul, I don't think that you have to, because I if you ask me, I rate KL Rahul so highly that probably on talent he is in the league of Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli when it comes to pure talent and the batting skill that he has. The guy has all the shots in the books. He has scored such amazing hundreds in South Africa and in England and Australia and Sydney. So he's batted in tough conditions and scored magnificent hundreds. And there's no shot that he cannot play. I think Sarfaraz is much more limited than KL, if you ask me in that regards. But yeah, I mean, he has overpromised and underdelivered for a lot of time now, and this is the moment for KL to shine. I mean, he's still to come to bat, and probably he'll get a lot of chances in this at least test cycle till the WTC final. But I don't see him after that in the side, simply because of the fact, as you said, that he misses a lot more than he hits, and the amount of talent that this man possesses, I mean, he's actually underdelivered a lot, if you ask me, by a huge margin.
Yeah, definitely. The way he debuted in Australia, and on your first overseas tour, you're hitting 100 like that. Like people were counting him next to Virat. Like after Virat, KL Rahul is the
100%.
next in line to be the
Yeah,
greatest and he never reached that point, that pinnacle that Virat Kohli did during 2012 to 2016. People were expecting a run of form, similar run of form from KL Rahul also, but that time, that era never came. So that's why we are disappointed in him.
Yeah. No, see, let's not say that every talent can become a Virat Kohli. That's just impossible. It never really happens. But I mean, he has been a lot more inconsistent, which is the problem. I mean, not even in the 90s and the early 2000 era, not everyone could become a Sachin Tendulkar. That was out of the question. But you still had a Virender Sehwag, you still had a Gautam Gambhir, you still had a VVS Lakshman, a Rahul Dravid, who all performed. Who all maximized their career. I think you won't say even Saurav Ganguly, I think, who was much more limited than Dravid or a Lakshman, maximized his career as much as he could. And that's the problem. I mean, the amount of talent KL has, he has not even cashed out on 50% of the talent that he has. Is all I'm gonna say at this point of time. But yeah, that innings from Sarfaraz is actually really, really special, and him and Rishabh Pant, who for me is already becoming one of the biggest match winners for this country in test matches. He just keeps on performing in every situation. So what do you look forward to in day 4 and 5 now going up?
Yeah, definitely expecting more special things from Rishabh Pant. Like, he is a really, really special guy for India, and I think there's no one like him, at least for the next 10 years. I don't see anybody performing like that, and I expect that India at least set a target close to 230 for New Zealand in the last inning, and then they back their spinners to get all the wickets to experience a win that has never been experienced before, at least on the domestic circuit. And yeah, hoping good things for India to come.
Yeah.
Considering if the rain gods allow us to witness
I mean
that
that's the only bummer. I really hope that the rain doesn't disturb this match. Bangalore has a great drainage system, but I really hope that it's
Yes.
just a light drizzle and it doesn't keep raining for an hour or hour and a half. I mean, that will really spoil the game. Because as you rightly said, you're saying 230. I mean, if India, let's suppose, get a lead of 230 by the end of the day and ask New Zealand to bat the entire day on day 5 tomorrow, I think India has won this match, hands down. And if from there on India, New Zealand go on to save this test match, well, kudos to them. But I don't think on day 5 New Zealand is scoring 230 runs. I mean, no chance with Ashwin, Jadeja, and Kuldeep with the ball on a day 5 wicket. No, I don't think New Zealand is getting that, and even that is a turnaround from what we saw on day 2, where there was no chance of a draw. Would have been the best possible scenario for India, and from there, if that happens and India gets a lead of 230, draw would be the bad result for India in this game, which is unexpected, unheard of. But I actually even think that even if we get a lead of 170 or 180 by the end of the day, so 50 runs less, I still think that on day 5 the Indian spinners can make a game out of it, because I've seen it time and time again. When the pitch is doing something and when you have Ashwin and Jadeja on song, getting to 100 is a task for any team on day 5 in these conditions. So even if for me, even if we get a score of around 170, 180 on the board, it will be really hard for New Zealand to come back in this game.
Definitely, yeah. Once Jadeja gets his claws in, he gets an opening. He takes both him and Ashwin takes wickets in bunch. So
Yeah.
it would be a really tough ask from New Zealand to play on the last day and score even 180. But
Yeah.
yeah, let's see how much play we get out of these 5 sessions, and that would be the deciding
Yeah.
factor of this match.
I mean, if India actually pull out a win out of this, I mean, there could not be a bigger advertisement of Test cricket to the world over. I mean, as I said starting in the beginning of the episode, I mean, when these kind of things happen and when you find yourself as a spectator and a fan watching what's unfolding in front of you, I mean, it happened to me in the Gaba test match again, and now it's happening right now in this test match. I mean, you don't forget these matches for a long, long time if this happens. I mean, it's
Definitely.
really, really amazing to see.
Definitely. That's the way we are looking at it, and we are hoping that miracles keep happening, and
Yeah.
let's see how that turns out.
Yeah. So, guys, this was the Cricket Castaway. Keep showing the love, keep liking, sharing, and subscribing to the video. Start commenting on our videos if you can. Probably we would want to interact with you a lot more than we actually do right now. And yeah, I mean, yeah. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for your support, and we are very close to the 2,000 subscribers mark. So
Yeah.
keep showing your support, your love in the comments and like section, and do watch all the videos that we are going to bring out in the future for you all. And yeah, enjoy the match today. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Bye bye.